Hey, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, I have to put my exhaust back in the car. I cannot be driving around with it sounding like it does right now. I'm just asking and looking for trouble. I'm gonna take this chance to show you guys how to put a catback exhaust if you don't know how to.
Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out below. Keep it a buck, I don't always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these. I ain't got time cause they all in they feelings. Ice of the gang and we making a killing.
The driveway is kind of steep over here towards the bottom. So I'm actually gonna pull it back in all the way till here. And then I think this last block right here is more flat than the first two blocks over there. This is actually the true cold start. The video you guys saw last was not a true cold start. This one is. I haven't left the house. Let's go. Alright y'all, so this is the exhaust right here. The Ford Performance X pipe. This is a 2.5. And then this is the Flowmaster Outlaw axelback, 3-inch. If you guys have never seen a close-up of these, this is actually the active ones. You see the valve right there. But I don't have the active exhaust built into the car, so I just never use that at all. We actually tack welded it so the flaps stay open all the time. So that's how those look like. And for the axleback, it's gonna have two brackets that hold it to the car, the one in the back, and then this one right here, as y'all can see. So I'm gonna put this one piece by piece. I'm gonna put in the X pipe by itself first. Because I'm gonna do it by myself, so I have to do little by little so I can handle it. And then I'm gonna do the axleback after. For these clamps that come with the Ford Performance X pipe, you're gonna need a 14mm socket for these nuts, and also it's actually a bolt on this side too. So I have the socket and the wrench for that, and then I'm gonna use this Milwaukee right here. And then for the factory clamps that connect the X pipe to the catless connection pipes over there, it's gonna be a 15mm nut right there. But good thing on these ones, it's not a bolt. And then these are the bolts for the axleback right there. So it's gonna be 3 bolts for each side. So I've already jacked the car up, as you guys can see. And I'm ready to get started, man. Let's go. So once you have your X pipe, before you get started, measure the gap between them. So mine looks like it's 2 inches. Y'all see that? And then important for the clamps, have the bolts facing down so you can tighten them easier. So remember, for these clamps it's gonna be half and half. So half is gonna be on the X pipe and half is gonna be on the catless connection. Alright guys, once you have the proper gap between the two, you can go ahead and tighten them in Make sure they're leveled. You want to have a good clean installation. You can use like the frame over here to kind of like measure the gap between the frame and exhaust on both sides. Alright y'all, I just secured the X-pipe clamps right there, as y'all can see. But right now, the next step, I'm gonna support it with a jack. Alright, I supported it for now. Remember, I haven't tightened any of these clamps fully tight just yet. Except for these, the X-pipe ones, I've already tightened them all the way. Just so I can have some room to wiggle and move it and make sure I center everything up perfectly. So right now I'm gonna get started with the driver side exhaust. So remember those hooks I was telling you guys about? I already hooked this back piece right here. I haven't put the hardware in yet, just using the hooks. And also there's one more hook right here. As you guys can see, it hooks right there. I'll hook it whenever I drop it. But for now I've just put the clamp over. Y'all can see that I've already just put the clamp over it. Again, just half and half. Half on this side, half on that side. I haven't tightened anything yet. And then next up, let me drop this one on there. And then we'll start with the centering stuff and everything. After having all 4 brackets mounted on the car, hardware tightened and everything, I'm gonna pick up the exhaust. Remember, I can still pick it up because I haven't tightened any of the clamps. And pretty much look for a perfect height, so I don't rub anywhere if I go over speed bumps and stuff. And also I'm gonna be looking at the spacing on here too as I pick it up. So the driver side looks a little bit too much to the right, and the passenger looks okay. I just need to lift it up higher, so I'm gonna mess with that. So I went higher. What happened over here? So it looked better. It moved a little to the left. And then also very good. Everything is centering pretty good. Y'all see that? I'm adjusting all that by the height of the exhaust. I went a little higher. Okay. This one actually looks pretty good right now. Passenger side, about the same. So that looks pretty good already. So from looking down here, it doesn't look like the exhaust is sitting lower than any other part of the car. As y'all can see, it looks pretty evened out. So I'm gonna go down there, make sure I'm not hitting anything, and then I'm gonna start tightening all the hardware. Before, when I had went to the shop for them to install the X-pipe, they did not make it that flush right there. Perfectly clear, good clearance. So going to the shop, guys, is very convenient and it's faster, definitely, because you know they have lifts over there. They have multiple people that are working on it. They can do it pretty quick. But if you're at home and working by yourself, the quality is gonna be better because it's your car. You care about it. You care about your clearance. The very, very little details you care about, but the shops will not care about that. So working everything by yourself is always better in the long run. So as y'all can see, everything is finalized. I'm done. I'm about to lower the car, and then we're gonna give it one more start with the exhaust so we can hear it. Let's go. Alright, y'all, so that was it for today's video. As you guys saw, I did the whole thing by myself. It is possible to do it by yourself too. You just need, I had 2 jack stands and 1 jack. So that's pretty much everything that I needed for this. I basically just put the car on 2 jack stands and then use the jack to lift up the exhaust before I tightened everything back down at the end. So very easy installation, guys. So definitely now I know how easy it is. It's my first time to do it. So in the future, if I end up getting a different Catback or whatever, I can always do it by myself now. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. As always, guys, I will see you on the next video. Peace.